Today I'm at Keeneland. My name is Dr. Karen Wolfsdorf at Haggard Equine Medical Institute, and I'm very excited to present to you Dr. Barbara Murphy, who has been working on her Equilume light mask, which uses blue light precision to help mares cycle early for the breeding season. In the past, we have had the opportunities to use stalled lights or paddock lights, which has helped us bring our mares into heat earlier and to advance the breeding season. Dr. Murphy has come all the way from Ireland with this wonderful mask that has been perfected over years of trials and usage. And today I would like to present her to you so she can explain a little bit more about its use and functionality. Dr. Barbara Murphy.
Thank you, Karen. Good to see you again. Lovely to be here at Keeneland. So, you're very well versed in the practices behind the function of the light mask, and it primarily has two major applications for our brood mares. One, to advance the breeding season as an alternative to keeping mares in the stall under lights, and it does this very effectively, as stable lighting. But secondly, for our pregnant mares, so that we keep the consistent light cycle the subsequent year and allow the mare to have a foal that is as mature as it needs to be, and also primarily to reduce and prevent prolonged gestation length. We have found in the last 2 years of trials that applying the light to the pregnant mare before December 1st takes an average of 12 days off their gestation length, brings them back to normal for mares that normally go over.
So it's not making the foals premature at all, it's
No.
bringing them back to their gestational age?
Yes, because on average thoroughbred mares tend to go 10 days longer than mares that foal June, July and August. These mares would have normally received the environmental light cycle. So in order to correct it so that mares can have a normal gestation and a normal foal birth weight, we need to provide that lighting before the mare foals. In a study we did at the University of Kentucky last year, we found that there was an 8.5 pound increased foal birth weight in the foals that had light given to the mares before they foaled. So it's very exciting, and hopefully people will start to realize how important light is for the pregnant mare as well as the barren mare.
Well, that's wonderful because you're always playing against the clock with these mares that go over. Plus, you usually end up with a smaller than normal size foal too. So to know that you can bring them back as well as have a normal gestational age and a good weight is a very important event to
So
occur.
we're very excited, and we trialed these light masks on 3 continents, Japan, Ireland and here in Kentucky, and I'm delighted to say we have Rosilyn, Polan here, who trialed it last year, who's going to just tell us a little bit about how her experience with using the light mask.
Well, thank you so much, and I'm excited to hear everybody's point of interest.
We're here at Keeneland in the lovely fall sales, and I have Rosilyn Polan with me. Several farms that tested the Equilume light mask last year. Rosilyn, how many masks did you trial of the prototype?
I used 10. I had 6 foaling mares and 4 barren mares.
And you fitted these masks on December 1st?
Yes.
Or slightly before it?
It was a little bit before.
Okay.
And actually, the Equilume people helped me fit them.
I'm glad they were able to help.
Very supportive.
So tell me what your experience was of using it. Did you, for your barren mares, did you have your mares cycling on time? What was the situation?
I had a lot of luck with it. Every mare I used it on responded to the light. When I first put it on them, there was some head shaking, there was a little bit of rubbing, and within minutes, they got used to it. They walked away. At 4 o'clock or whatever time you want it to, the light comes on in the afternoon. It shines in their eye and automatically goes off at 11 o'clock at night.
So did that help with your management?
It was fabulous. I am pretty much by myself in the after work hours of the farm, and for me to get up at 11 o'clock and go turn mares out and turn lights off is just not.
So you left these mares out from 1st of December just with the light mask on.
Just with the light masks on. They all started cycling on time. I have a mare here at Keeneland that someone's selling that came off the racetrack. We put the light mask on her. She cycled normally, got right in foal on, doesn't say what date, but it was early. My other mares all got bred. I try to get to the shed early. I like early foals because
And you also use it on pregnant mares, and again, as recommended, you started it between November 15th and December 1st to give the pregnant mares the right light stimulus that they would normally receive if they were bred and being bred during the natural breeding season. So how did you find it? Did your mares foal on time?
Well, surprisingly enough, it's something I started years ago just for the heck of it. And I found that putting foaling mares under lights didn't necessarily make them foal earlier, it just made them foal closer to their due date.
Mm-hmm.
And with the light mask, that happened. My mares weren't going 12 months, they weren't going 11 months and 3 weeks. They were pretty much foaling what I don't count days, I just say 11 months and 10 days.
Okay, so you found that they tightened up so that
They
you had the
tightened up.
time to get them back in foal in order to have them covered within a 1 month window.
Yes.
Great.
And
And what about maintenance? I know that since last year we have slightly tweaked the design again and hopefully improved it again. Did you find there was much maintenance with I mean, obviously it's recommended that you check your mare once a day.
and it's important to make sure that someone hasn't gotten it over their face. But they really don't twist around much. Sometimes you have to adjust the length of the headstall, or it's adjustable in the front. You might want to tighten that up a little bit or loosen it so that a mare with really wide set eyes can wear the mask and a mare with narrow eyes can wear the mask.
Good. So overall, you found it worked for you. Is it something you'd recommend people
Oh
try?
gosh, yes. I am sold. It has made my life so much easier. I love it. I love not having to go out at night and turn horses out in my sleep. And I found that it really works. I think everybody agrees that lights for mares is necessary for the kind of breeding season that we have. And this is the best because you don't have to keep them in stalls. They're active, they're moving around, they're grazing, which is, I think, really important to the health of your mares and the health of your pregnancy also.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us, Rosilyn, and the best of luck with the sale of your mare this season.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.